The way that I'm laying is not comfortable.
We were talking about my phone just died.
I was muted. My bad. My bad. But hey, y'all, we are back. We are back in action like we never left. Delia leave. No, I think I still see she's still there. So we was talking about Taylor Swift, her new album. Because I was like, have you heard her new album? Now I haven't. I am not a Swiftie. I am not a Swiftie. But then I heard my husband today tell me what Travis Kelsey looked like because I didn't know that he was a white man. I had no visual I've never looked at this man a day in my life. So I had to ask.
He's a white man.
But
His
he looks
history,
kind of black.
I think well, I think he's mixed.
Yeah, he definitely gives. He got a little something. He got a
I
little
think
something going
he's mixed. I think he's biracial, but he's had a history.
on.
Hold on, Alexa, what's the race of Travis Kelsey? I didn't ask for nationality. I said race. Alexa, what color is Travis Kelsey? That's not what the fuck I asked you.
Let me see. Alexa, what is the race of Travis Kelsey? Croatian. American by nationality, but he's Croatian. That makes sense. That's why he got that ethnic look. He
But that
don't
ain't
look
a
like from
race
here.
though. That's not. He's
Mm,
white basically.
basically, but he
But
got like the curly hair. Anthony said, or something like that. Like he has like the features. He has features, but
yeah,
no.
he's dated black girls.
Mm-hmm.
His last girlfriend was a black was a black woman before he got with Taylor Swift.
Mm-hmm.
Um
I just want to know how did that even start? I don't know the story of Travis Kelsey and Taylor Swift. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I have no idea.
so I don't really know the story because I'm not a Swiftie and I don't keep up with Taylor Swift, but like Taylor Swift has always been synonymous with
Culture vulture.
not a culture vulture. She ain't never did that. I will say that. Taylor Swift has never done that. I'm gonna get to that in a second because I was about to talk about that before you was like save it for the live. So she told me to shut up, basically.
Shut the hell up.
But Taylor Swift has always been synonymous with like everybody wants to know who Taylor Swift is dating, right? Because we know if this relationship ends, when it ends, there's gonna be a song about you. Teardrops on my guitar still slaps. I don't give a damn. I'm not a Swifty, but like I can acknowledge
Like good music. I mean, she definitely makes some bops. I will say that. It's not all bad, but I wouldn't go and listen to a whole album. Like, cause that ain't my music. I'll probably hear the cliff notes of the album, be like, okay, the cliff notes is fine. Leah, I don't know where you went again. The cliff notes be fine, but I don't know. Taylor ain't
can you
my
hear me?
You keep going mute.
I don't know why my phone keeps doing it.
Somebody is trolling in my comments. Hold on.
I
What?
seen that.
I'm gonna have them in my chat. I'm gonna time them out. Matter of fact, 24 hours timeout. 'Cause I don't know what the hell you got going on. Okay, and we back.
Hold on.
Mm, 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 mm. There we go. Now I could be all close up on the phone. Y'all would never know. You there, Leah?
Yeah, I'm here. I was trying to report that damn comment. But I was trying to say that we were always interested in like knowing about Taylor Swift and like who she was dating
Mm-hmm.
because we knew that a song was gonna come at the end. Teardrops on My Guitar still slaps. I'm not somebody who listens to Taylor Swift and like, oh my god, let's play some Taylor Swift today. But no, but like there was an era that she had where all her singles was just bops.
Mm-hmm.
Um, definitely. But I also lived in Indiana where,
It
that
was
means things.
accepted.
So, but he was dating this girl named Kayla Nicole, not to be confused with Kayla Nicole TV.
Oh, I know. I know the difference.
But
Mm-hmm.
he was dating a girl named Kayla Nicole. They dated for like I think 4 or 5 years or whatever. They broke they broke up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how him and her came to like meet or how they got together, but they've been together for a good little minute now. I think 2 or 3 years or something. And
Mm-hmm.
now she's engaged to him. But um somebody was like on TikTok and the video made its way to Twitter too. But she was like Taylor Swift is aged out of being a white girl.
Mm-hmm.
So hey to the folks that's in here. Taylor Swift is aged out of being a white girl, basically. And they was like, what that means is most girls, like most white girls, like when you think about a white girl, it's like, oh, they're cute, they're adorable. Oh my goodness. She was like, white girls don't know nothing about sex. They don't know what that is. Like white girls have been protected, they've been sheltered, they've been shielded. And so, and then she's blonde. She's like, so when you think about a white girl, look at all the white girls that have been in the industry. Ariana Grande, cute little white girl. Um, was a child star, but had to like break out of that. And so hence why they all went through this black phase.
They definitely
You know what
did.
I'm saying? Miley Cyrus, black phase.
Jeez,
Can't
on
Be
my.
Tamed.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to do that Ariana Grande with her black scent. Like, girl, that's not how we sound. And you notice all the black scents are the same. But anyways, that's the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
She was like, she never had to do that. She ain't never had to break out of that. So
The country thing. I remember the part of the video. She was like, I didn't. I don't think I had noticed it at first, but I started seeing clips today of what she used to talk like to what she talks like now. And I was like, she did used to be thick on the country accent. And people from Tennessee, they have a very distinctive. It don't matter if you white or black, you have a very distinctive sound. And it just sticks with you. Like Peyton Marie Charles, she's from Memphis. Very, very
you can tell somebody
distinctive
from
sound.
Memphis versus
Mm-hmm.
like anywhere. Yeah, definitely that. It was like she faked her country accent, da da da. But I think here's the thing. Here's an argument that could be made with that. She moved. Somebody said she moved to a town. I can't remember. But he's like a linguistics person. She moved to a town that kind of bordered Tennessee. Well, Tennessee don't touch the East Coast, but like some kind of way, she moved. She didn't. She lived in Pennsylvania, but moved to Nashville or whatever. Or lived in a town that was close to like a southern state. Some kind of way. I don't know, but like when you move somewhere as a kid, because she's what happens with her accent. He said her accents from Pennsylvania and Tennessee they kind of meshed a little bit, so
Mm-hmm.
it's trying to find a way to fit in, right? When you move somewhere, when I first moved to Indiana at what 7, 8 years old, I had a thick Mississippi accent, and you knew where I came from based off of how I started to talk. the more I got to be in Indiana and the more white people I was around, because we gonna keep it for real, my dialect started to change. So I didn't sound like I was from Mississippi. I sounded like I was from I didn't my accent was neutral.
Yeah, a
That
lot of people
happened.
say up here we have more like a proper accent,
Yeah,
like
it
it
is.
comes off more proper.
It is because even when I would go home, you sound like a white girl. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Why you keep saying that?
I've heard
But
that my
like,
whole life.
but it's like you have a when you go to somewhere as a kid, you pick up on how words sound and how people talk,
Mhm.
and you start to emulate that. So the argument that could be made here is that maybe she didn't fake the accent. Maybe she was just trying to maybe she just naturally picked up the dialect and the accent that was around her. You be around country people, you gonna sound country. Like that's just what that is. Even when folks come over here from London, they sound like they when you're not in London for too long, your accent kind of goes. Some people lose their accent a little bit. But
I don't
anyway,
know, 21 Savage definitely played us all.
well, he didn't grow up in London. He grew up here in it.
Yeah,
But
he definitely played us.
but I said all that to say they was like she didn't have to do that. She was like Taylor started out in country music. Excuse me. Oh my god. Taylor started out in country music, and that was perfect for a little white girl. Country music loves little white girls, you know what I'm saying? Pop music was very sexual, very like not a place for a 16-year-old girl to be at the time. And I remember when she went from country to pop. Like it was a very different, very drastic move. But her music was already kind of taken on that forum anyway. You know
I
what I'm
mean,
saying?
the times had definitely changed, so I felt like she had to move with it because I think around that time we had Carly Bible. I think that was her name. No, what the fuck was that girl's name? The girl that did. I think it was a Rachel girl. I don't fucking remember her name, but
Well, not even I think that,
we.
like, with her, she wanted country music, you have like, yeah, you have the reach, but pop music is where the global, like,
Hmm.
success is, if you wanna be for real. Like, Taylor Swift got a lot of her Grammys, I feel like, from the pop categories. If you look at all the music that's been nominated, I think a good majority of it, just with over the past, I don't know, few years has been, like, pop music. You make
Hmm.
popular music, you're everywhere, you're in the mainstream, you're not just solely country music, and I think that was her thing. So I think 1980 what it was in 1989, that was her, I think Over Red was her last country album or something, I can't remember, but I think 1989 was her pop debut, if I'm not mistaken. 22 was on that album, Shake It Off was on that album, all major singles. So she was shedding that image, and that's when she got catapulted into being this major, like, superstar type of person. Because before, like I said, just country music, but it was still the same.
Hmm.
Content lyrically was still the same. You're still making songs about your exes. It was cute when you was 22.
Yeah, but now she damn near 40 years old, still
Now
talking
you're
about the
damn
same
near 40,
shit.
still talking, yeah, and it's like,
I think what makes a great artist, I feel like you have to move with the times, not to compare apples to oranges. We grew up with Beyonce from when she was singing teeny boppy songs to what she's singing now.
yeah,
We hear her talking about her kids. We hear our kids on the songs with her. We've transitioned over time with her. Even like I would even say like Kelly Rowland, we've transitioned over time with her. Michael Jackson, over you know what I'm saying? Like over time we transitioned with them. I feel like with Taylor, she's stuck because this is what worked for so many years. I think I saw somebody else that was saying like or maybe it may have been in that same video, but basically the whole gym teacher and English teacher getting married, blah blah blah. And
yeah.
it's like at some point you have to get away from that persona because if you want to transition into your 40s, you can't still be talking about your fucking prom. Bitch, you're gonna be married. That's your prom. Like, that's different. Like, when you gonna start having kids and be like, oh, I'm a what is it, college night, dumpster baby? Like, what? Like, what are we gonna go to next?
Who
Like,
said
what's your
dumpster baby?
next thing? That girl, Family Guy's my problem.
What
I
the
couldn't
fuck?
I couldn't think of nothing
Out
else.
of all the shit you could have said, you say dumpster baby.
Yes. But, like, I feel like it's one of those things you gotta transition with your audience. We've seen Keisha Cole transition with I mean, she may be going back now because the hunch that's a whole other topic. But, like, we've seen Brandy, Monica, all these women transition. Hell, even Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus. We've seen the girls go from I'm a teenager, I'm a cute teenager, I'm a woman, I'm a grown woman, and I'm fucking him now. Like that, we've seen the transition. I've gotten divorced. Miley Cyrus, I've gotten divorced. Like we've walked over so many different layers of life with these other women. And with Taylor, I don't. Taylor, what have you? You're not heartbreaking this like album. Why did we have this album? I don't know. The songs that I've heard, I'm not like uh, amazed with because I just feel like this is another Taylor album that's giving me nothing. Now, her last one that she just put out, oh, I fucked with that one only because I felt like I heard it so much at work, so I had no choice but to like actually listen to what she was saying, and I was like, okay, these are some bops. I don't feel the same way about this one. I
Yeah,
just
here's the
don't.
thing. I just want to touch on what you said about growing up with these ladies. It's not that we grew up with them.
In
I
a
mean,
sense, we did though. In a sense,
minus
we
Miley
did.
Cyrus, minus Miley Cyrus. With Beyonce, when Beyonce came out, a lot of us were kids. Like a lot of us were when Beyonce was with Destiny's Child, a lot of us were not, we were
In the
either babies
physical
or
sense, no, no, not our generation, but
no,
like
but
our parents did.
I'm saying when she was in Destiny's Child, a lot of us were still babies, right? So that's our parents, right? So they grew up seeing Beyonce being in Destiny's Child, da da da. But the thing with Beyonce is that she's multi generational. So like we've got to see her over time evolve as an artist. That we got to see the evolution of that. Miley Cyrus, we literally grew up with Miley Cyrus. Miley Cyrus was 11, 12 years old being Hannah Montana. We seen her go from Hannah Montana to Miley Cyrus. But the difference in that is that Miley Cyrus was a Disney kid and she was in this box, and Miley Cyrus wanted to be more adult. And as a result of doing that, she had a whole black face. Same thing with Ariana Grande, whole black face. Taylor Swift never had to do that.
Maybe she should have went black.
No, Taylor Swift never had to do that because people liked, she because she was a white girl. Like that's
She came on
she
the scene
enjoyed.
as who she was,
Yeah,
a regular neighborhood
a
white
regular
girl.
girl, exactly, the girl next door, and people like that, and so it's never been an issue for her, thus she never wanted to wanted to get out of that. But I think that with Taylor, it's one of them things where it's like your music doesn't reflect where you are in life. You've had several
Mm-mm.
relationships. Even if you were going to still make songs about the men that you dated, even that could evolve into something, and maybe it could be more reflective. Now, granted, I don't listen to Taylor Swift music at all because, like I said, I'm not a Swiftie. I'm not.
It don't resonate to who we are as
Yeah,
women.
I'm not her target audience. That's just not me. But from the songs that I've heard on the radio, well, the ones that I've heard, they've all been bops. But of course, they're radio singles, so they have to be good songs because I want you to listen to the album. And if you're a Swiftie, you're gonna do that anyway. But I just feel like people are finally starting to say what a lot of folks have been saying this whole entire time, which is that her lyrics are not that good.
I know we're
Her
not supposed to
lyrics
talk
are
about the
not
artist
that
art, but
good.
damn,
And
sometimes.
yes, and like it's not giving what you think is given. And it's just like we've been saying that. We've been telling y'all.
Hmm.
I mean, that would be like Cardi B coming out with an album. But I think the thing is too, y'all, these motherfuckers don't take breaks. Taylor does not take a break.
Yeah, we don't have time to digest the last set of work.
Yeah, and it's like you don't during those breaks. That's where you live the light. You live a little bit, and the you have something to pull from. She ain't took
Hmm.
a break yet. She been putting out album after album after album after album. And there is something to be said about allowing time to pass and like
Mhm.
really allowing for your album to sit and to resonate with people because for a long time all we talked about was control with
Mhm.
SZA. And even to this day, people still make references to that album because of where they were in their lives when it came out and how like pivotal and integral it was to them. And now we have SOS and it's like the where she is and like I don't know. Taylor don't give her stuff time to like settle and just hit
But that
the mirror.
pulls me into the Cardi thing. Cardi gave us 7 years of a break. Every year we thought, okay, maybe she'll come back. Maybe she'll come back. She didn't come back for 7 years. Now that she came back, Cardi done lit the whole goddamn stadium on fire. It is
Baby,
burning
Twitter
rapidly.
has been burning since
The girls
last
are
week.
fighting in every direction. The thems, the theys, the in betweens. Everybody is fighting, and I feel like with Cardi, this is some. I am someone who has listened to this album multiple times in full, because I listened to Invasion of Privacy multiple times in full, so I can
Hmm.
digest it well. Cardi gave us everything we wanted and had been asking her to talk about. Because if you listen to her spaces, which I do, I get her notifications. I listen to the spaces. I'm sitting there live while Cardi is talking and chip chap chapping. I the things that we wanted to know about, exposed it in the album. She did what we want artists to do: get off of Twitter, get off of live, go put it in your damn music. She did just that. And I feel like she had nothing but time and life to experience for 7 years to be able to give us that. So if Rihanna ever come back, if Miss Fenty ever come
This
back,
bitch got 10 years.
for real, she has nothing but time. And I feel like it'll be an amazing love story because of her and ASAP Rocky, or if they, God forbid, they break up. But if they broke up, she has all this stuff to tell us within the music. Rihanna's also one of the people that's not about to tell us her business for real. She's not gonna do that just willy nilly in an interview. It's gonna be in that music. So I feel like you gotta let the music like marinate. And if it's not gonna marinate on us, then what are you doing? Because music is timeless. Like Drake. Every year we got, it was always Drake's summer from like 2016. And I would say like 2010 to 2016. It was all Drake. All Drake, 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 Drake.
He had a good run that time, yeah.
Yeah, he did. Views, to this day, you can't tell me nothing bad about Views. That was my album. Okay, before Lemonade, that was my album. But you gotta let the music marinate and keep yourself relevant. Even though Cardi wasn't really putting out full bodies of work, we still was able to like witness her in some capacity over time. She was putting out singles, she was hopping on features, like we seen her.
Her features ate more than her singles did. I'm not even gonna lie.
For real.
There was the single with her and Kanye West. That was not all that. Um, but I think the thing with, like I said, Taylor Swift does not have to try very hard. It's not. She's always and this is no shade because I mean, great. I mean, I can give credit where credit is due. Like she's not. It's not that she's not talented or that she can't write a good song because she has. Clearly, it's her lyrics are resonating with somebody. You know what I'm
Somebody is
saying?
listening, yeah.
But my issue with her is that it's very mediocre. It's not like you could never Beyonce could never get away with putting out some shit like that. Beyonce could never get away with that. Beyonce could never get away with like releasing a vinyl in three different colors and then releasing an album with a different color and then she could never get away with that because Beyonce's a capitalist. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it would have never. Oh, she just wants everybody's money. Like I don't understand that. Blah, blah, blah. But Taylor Swift could do it, and like people just eat it up.
Mhm.
But like I said, the award for album of the year at what was that at the 2024 Grammys? I want to say that was last year. 'Cause I think that album came out in 2023. 2024 Grammys, she did not deserve that. SZA definitely
Mm-mm.
deserved that album. That album spent so many weeks at number 1.
Yeah.
So many weeks, like, breaking
Highway
so many
robbery.
records. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen that, and people was literally eating her up, and I'm just like, this is crazy. I've never
But
seen discourse like that.
that's when it's one of those things where we have to make sure as a culture to push our people. So even if they're not winning the big awards, we still let them know, still show up and show out and do our thing on our side cuz support goes a long way. So even if they're
Mhm.
not, our faves aren't, winning these awards and things like that when we know they should, we still got to be the ones to show up. Like Cardi's album, for instance, it didn't go as well as it did. Whether or not she put those up and WAP on there, even if she didn't put those on there,
It
Cardi
still
still
would
had
have
an
went.
amazing rollout.
Yeah.
It ain't payola like no, like we legit came through and it's still listening and streaming her shit. Hell, I was just streaming the damn album today. Like for me, if I love an artist, I love an artist. I go in like Anaya Elise. I felt like I was the only person watching her for a long time. She was like going viral and stuff on like Instagram. Then she did Kevin on Stage podcast. And I'm like, okay, people start, starting to know her. They're getting to know her. So I got
She did a
excited.
Terrell show.
Yeah, like you're starting to see her a lot more. But I was like, that's the artist I was sharing. I'm liking, I'm commenting, I'm doing all I can because I'm like, this is an amazing artist, a beautiful voice, amazing range, like, and she's funny and she chunky. Come on, like to me, that was my motherfucking superhero for the longest time. So I feel like as people, we got to make sure that we show up and show out for our faves because if not, we gonna get like that. Taylor Swift is gonna win the Grammys, win all the big awards when it's
But
like, nah.
honestly, we can show up and do all that. It's not even about the awards because the Grammys have their own shit that they need to work through and their own controversies because um J. Cole has never won a Grammy, and J. Cole's work has done very well, has resonated with a lot of people, but he's
Hmm.
never won a Grammy. Um,
But
and
that to them, that's just another black man. They don't want to see black people
but
win.
what I'm saying is with the Grammys, you damn near got to pay to play.
Hmm.
And with the Grammys, there are a lot of people who are on those committees who vote, just like with any of these award shows, the Academy Awards, the Grammys, the Golden Globes, whatever. There are a lot of people that sit on these boards that vote that are very out of touch with
Hmm.
reality with today, and they have a different set of standards that they go by. Now they're trying to reform it and do what they can, but these reforms aren't really making they're not really doing a whole lot. The way you reform it is you got to get rid of everybody. You got to start over.
Yup,
And
clean
you have
slate.
to put yeah, and you have to put people in the positions that are up to date and current with what's going on and who's hot and who's not. Cuz the people be telling y'all who good. Y'all decide to give it to y'all like to be safe. That's why at the Grammys that year, I was surprised that Beyonce even won anything at all
The one where she was
after she
shocked that she
shaded
won
them.
too.
I said, not y'all having to be shaded in order to before this woman can get an award. That's insane.
I
Like,
remember that because Blue Ivy looked at her like, "Mama, get up! Like, what the fuck? Why are you just sitting there?" I
no,
think
for real. That
Beyonce was
was
even
this year.
shocked.
And I'm like, I cannot believe that she had to shade y'all. And even then, it's like, see what I'm saying? Like, artists, they go in like Beyonce and they start doing things that other people wouldn't normally do. That's the type of artistry that people would have that Taylor Swift could be given. But she doesn't because what works for her has worked. But like they have their own thing. We are support. Yeah, we can definitely support more and push them more and do all the things, but support don't always translate to wins and awards and shit like that. It don't always do that. And we're not gonna lie and act like a Grammy award does not raise the value of your celebrity, in the industry. We ain't gonna act like that because It can do a lot. It can make you in high demand sometimes. Even that little plastic trophy does a lot.
Mhm.
But I seen people talking about that on TikTok, and I was like, oh, people are really not happy with this album. Like, people really don't. Y'all really not fucking with this, are you? Like, it gave very much. Yeah, we don't like none of this shit.
Mhm. But I feel like Taylor just needs to start talking about stuff that she's actually going through current day. Like, what kind of wife do you want to be, Taylor? Do you want to be a mom? Like,
I don't
what?
think people care.
I feel like we need to know something else. Like, give us something different.
I
It,
don't. I don't. I
I
don't.
don't know.
I don't know. I don't think people care enough about Taylor Swift and like because like I mean maybe her Swifties would, but like outside of that, I think people are just kind of annoyed with Taylor Swift a little bit and the things that she does and how she goes about doing shit. Um, and I just think if you're a Swiftie and you want to be in her business like that, then yeah, sure. But I don't think that really people care too
So,
much.
what would you want to see from her music then?
Nothing, because I don't give a damn. I don't I don't listen to Taylor Swift. So there's not anything that she could do for me that's gonna make me enjoy her music because I don't listen to her. I just think that I think that if you are a Swifty, then in your world, in the world of a Swifty, Taylor Swift is the greatest ever. But like outside of that on the internet, I feel like there's a good chunk of people who will look at Taylor Swift and be like, this bitch is annoying. And at this point, her antics are old and tired, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that all has to do with just her artist, her who she is as an artist in general. But there's nothing I don't care about Taylor Swift and her getting married to Travis Kelsey. I don't care what type of wife or mother she wants to be because that's just like I said, I'm not her target audience. I don't listen to her music. Her music is never beyond the radio singles that I've heard, and even those sparingly. Beyond the radio singles, like it's not. I'm not like, oh my god, I can't wait till this Taylor album drops. Like, that's not me. So I don't care enough. But I think
I feel like
I don't know.
it goes back to like you still gotta grow with your audience. I don't think she's done that enough. We've seen growth from other women in her age bracket, in her like level of celebrity. We've seen it. I feel like for me, I would like to see that growth. Like she's only getting more rich by giving us the same stuff. For me, as someone that loves music, that would be my only critique. Give
Yeah,
me
I mean
something
that's a
different.
that would be a critique too of mine. If anybody, we just want to see something different from you. But at the same time, Taylor Swift's image has been wholesome. It's been family friendly, and like I said, like that girl said in the video, she's a white girl. And like her image is that a white girl, somebody who's dainty and just adorable and so cute. Oh my god. So like if she starts really talking about life and all her sexual experiences that she's had or things like that, I don't know. I don't know. But like I said, if you're not a Swifty, then you don't really these critiques of how what they're saying about her album or what you would rather her be doing instead really doesn't matter to you, especially if you're not one that gravitates towards her music anyways and listens to like a full blown. I can't tell you that I've ever listened to a Taylor Swift album in full because I haven't. So I don't know. I know like the names of her albums that she's dropped because again, she's a really big artist. So it's kind of like, you know, people are gonna talk. But like to say that I know an album forward and backward, no. Now a Beyonce album, I can't. I've only listened to a handful of Beyonce albums, but I know if Beyonce was doing something like this, I would say I'd be saying the same thing. I would actually have a critique of what I wanted to see if she was doing the same old. But she's not. So I
This reminds me of Chloe and Halle and how people put this like stamp on them like they were forever supposed to be kids and now that they're like full grown women. Halle out here dropping babies. It's like I think people have an image of what their faves are supposed to be forever. And when that fave starts to change, it's like, oh shit, that what is happening here? Like, I've been watching Chloe and Halle since like their YouTube days, right? The fuck was that? Since their YouTube days. And what I will say is I've seen the evolution of both women. So I could be able to say, like, on Chloe's end, the music she making now, that's the music Chloe has always wanted to make. Like, this is who she has always been. People have boxed her in because she looks adorable. But Hallie is a sweet, soft spoken girl, and she looks like a sweet, soft spoken girl. Then she fucked around and did the Little Mermaid. So now people are putting her in the box of like Disney Channel. She's Disney Channel cute. She's good enough for that. But it's like over time, people just, I feel like some artists aren't allowed to grow past whatever image people have put them in the box of. But those two, when I have conversations like this, I always think about those two because I'm like, they
Definitely.
make amazing music, and then Hallie went through some deep ass shit with DDG. Fucking Daryl, like, she
I
definitely
think
did. She had a story to tell.
I think that a lot of the times I feel like marketing and PR that has something to do sometimes with like image. Um because with Chloe could really be a bigger star. Her music could be doing a lot better than what it is doing. Um but she's not getting the push that I think she should get.
Yeah.
And it's somewhere in her marketing and how they're trying to promote her. There's like a disconnect, I think, with her and the audience that is like it's not where something is not quite clicking.
Hmm.
And Chloe Bailey, Chloe Bailey is a sexy woman. Like that's not just in physical appearance, but you listen to her music. That's very sexy, sexually charged music. But she's 27, so that's to be
I
expected.
hate when people call that lady auntie. Oh, that burns fire. Oh, I hate that for her.
Cause what the fuck? But
You're so.
she's a very sexy, sexual woman in terms of like the lyrics and how she um but also in physical appearance. She's not an ugly girl. Can nobody say that she's ugly.
Mm-mm. Her
Um
and her sisters, they all gorgeous.
yeah, Hallie is not as now Chloe is more the curvy one, but Hallie is not as Hallie is more. I'm not gonna say she's not curvy, but
She's more like, she's not what they're calling, because they call Chloe thick. She is thicker. Hallie, she just got the bottom half like a Southern girl. Why
yeah.
are they outside arguing? What the hell?
Oh, I'll be trying to be nosy all day. But like, Chloe just has like a sex appeal about her and this type of sexual energy, and I think that's what a lot of people don't they don't like. But it's like I always say this too. I hate to be young, be in my 20s, and because 20s is definitely your experimental time where you're trying to figure shit out, trying to figure out what works. I mean, life is nothing but a whole big ass experiment, but your 20s especially because that's where your foundation I think is built, or at least the pieces of it are found, and you start to lay that in your 30s and build on that onward. But,
Hmm.
like the 20s are like experimental. I would hate to be in my 20s coming into my womanhood trying to figure out who I am as a woman and be famous because folks just give you no grace and they expect for you to know that. But I think a lot of like I don't know. I think social media just creates a lot of unreal expectations, and it's like y'all. I really need y'all to be fucking for real, because y'all are looking at them as a product and not as a person. Chloe Bailey, yes, she posts pictures on Instagram, and yes, she gives us music, and yes, um she's an artist, but Chloe Bailey is a person. There's a person behind all of this, and she don't. She is a regular 20 something trying to figure this shit out, trying to figure out what she like, what she don't like, trying to figure out her body and trying to lean more into what her style is and all that type of shit. I hate to be a new artist and try to in this day and age and try to figure that out because everybody wants you to be Beyonce, but it's like a lot of y'all wasn't here to
Hmm.
see what it took for Beyonce to get to that point. And we're never gonna have artists be that big anymore because we see what type of like issues that can cause, the mental toll that it takes on an artist when they have that much fame.
Mhm.
There will not be anybody in this generation that will be that big, because we see y'all still. We see y'all as people. I mean, you're still a product in the eyes of some people, but it's like you're not. We know and understand now that, like, that shit was weird.
But that's just like Tyla. Recently saw some conversation about her, and people felt like if we got to know her a little bit more as a person, Tyla as the person, not the artist, the rollout from her would be a lot better because a lot of her first is happening in front of us. She hasn't had a time to just fuck up because we've only seen her as Tyler the artist, Tyler the star. We ain't seen her in no other way. So when she tries to be like herself and tries to speak like how she speaks over in her side of the world, and then we over here in America, we're like, yeah, we don't fuck with that. We don't like you no more. Like we so easy to cut them off in that growing stage when they do have something that pops off big. We all like, yeah, this, you could have did more, you could have given us more, but it's like we've only known them to be one way. Hell, for years. What was that girl's name? Janae Aiko, her. Hell, I only had knew her and Big Sean. I only knew them from the drama. I didn't know her as an artist separately from him. So when they
Yeah,
just
but I
connected, I was like, oh, okay. I can kind of fuck with this outside of her heartbreak with him. But that was after she, did away with that relationship.
think it depends on how you are introduced to an artist. Because I was introduced to Janae Eiko early in her career when she put out "Sold Out." I think that was her first album that, like, where people started to take notice. That was like 2012. So I've known about Janae Eiko for like 13
Yeah,
years
it's
or
13 years.
so.
It's 13
Yeah.
years.
I've known about her for a little over a decade. I knew her before Big Sean came into the picture. Now, when Big Sean did come into the picture, he was a bigger artist at the time. So, like,
Hmm.
a lot of people got to know her. He introduced her to a bigger fan base and stuff. And that's not to say that her music didn't do that on its own, but like 2088 was a really good album for a lot of. I never listened to that album because I'm not a big Sean person, but 2088 was an album where that a lot of people will say was a good collaboration between the two of them, and they want more of that. But I think it depends on how you're introduced to an artist. The way you're introduced to an artist can influence your perception of said artist. I think a lot of times we ask for shit and we really don't be wanting it. It's the same thing with, like, oh, I want an influencer that's relatable. Then you get E. Kane that's too relatable, and now all of a sudden everybody got a problem.
Child, or you
Or
get them nasty ass motherfucking mom vloggers. They got them nasty ass sticky floor houses, and they think that somebody's supposed to accept that nasty shit. No, bitch, you're
or
just
you get
trifling.
or you get an influencer who starts out being as what you see as relatable, and then when they get successful off of your support, now, oh, they're not relatable anymore. Well, duh. Like,
Hmm.
they're going to reach a level of relatability that you're not going to be able to relate to, because you are not being able to have the same experiences that they are.
Hmm.
Like, it's because of you that they're able to make the money that they're making and live the life that they live in. So of course, you're not there's a lot of shit you're not going to be able to relate to because you're not in that tax bracket.
That's like Fanita. I just saw something about her the other day that made me just like. First of all, I never watched that girl,
Yeah, me
but
neither.
seeing her stardom unfold, fold back up, fold back, like seeing it go back and forth, and then the Netflix show that she was on, I feel like this is somebody that the public has pushed into this atmosphere.
What Netflix show?
She was on a Netflix show. I don't. It was like a game show, I believe. I believe it's a game show, but she was on there and she paid to get back on and got eliminated both times. She was being rude to the men that was on the show. Girl, it was a whole freaking thing. I didn't
Yeah.
watch the show, but I watched somebody's think piece on it the other day and I was like, Vanita's just not likable, skinny or fat, broke or poor. She's just not likable. And she doesn't talk and speak for those who look like her or have looked like her. I don't know what niche that she's in. it ain't it for
She's
me.
just a yapper. That's all. She's
Mhm.
a yapper. I think, but the thing with Fanita, I think, is like some people will say like, oh, when you get first you were fat and so you were like I think because I never watched her videos, but like people were saying, when she was fat, she was trying to do things to be accepted. She was being funny, making little funny videos, da da
She
da
was, she was.
da. And she's the fat girl. So like when you're the fat girl, when you are anything that's not considered normal, you have to be exceptional. So I think that's what she was trying to do when she was bigger, before she lost all the weight. She lost all the weight now, and it's like there's a whole personality shift.
No, it's same personality. We just see, I think, not we, because I've always seen her to be the same person, but like people feel like the weight loss has only made her more arrogant, which I do agree with that sentiment. Because now she's skinnier, well, she's smaller, and she thinks she's hot shit. But getting the breasts done, getting the tummy tuck, losing the weight, it didn't change her inner. Like her soul is still fucked up. She's still a fucked up person. Her thought process, the way she speaks to people, it's still disgusting. I mean, that's all have always been there. It's just more
Yeah.
prevalent now because she could be arrogant. She could toss around our money. That's the problem.
I just never watched her. It's a lot of people that I never watched for real. I mean, she popped up on my For You page because clearly TikTok thinks that her type of content, the content that she's making, is something I would want to watch. And I am,
That's
never.
just like when she called out Alex Earl. I had to go to fucking Alex Earl page to see what that white lady was talking about. And I was like, that ain't for me. That's definitely not for me.
Yeah, I
But
don't.
you
A lot
can't
of these
compare.
creators, I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck y'all is. I don't know.
That's just like the Milios,
I
whoever
ain't
they
never
are.
Charlie D'Amelio video on
Never,
my For You page in my life.
never.
I ain't never seen one in my life. I ain't
I
never seen.
said when they popped out, then they got a little Hulu show. I said, listen, they
I
must have
don't
had a very
think
unique FYP for real, because I
I
ain't
don't
never
think I've
seen
ever
them.
seen an Alex Earl video ever.
Mm-mm. Unless I went to seek to see it. But no, and that's no shade. I feel like that's just not our FYP. We see
Yeah, that's
more people that
definitely.
look like us down our FYPs. I
Yeah,
see more like black people, Mexicans, uh, let's see, Mexicans, anything else ethnic, like Jamaicans, Haitians, Caribbeans,
yeah,
Asians. Like I see more brown people than I do like white people, and that's just the reality of it.
yeah. A lot of my For You page is black women,
Yeah.
black
Lots and lots of black women.
in the fragrance community, black women, just black women. Period. That's my For You.
Yep.
I don't know nothing about nothing else that everybody else got going on. I got the thinnest paper towels I have ever seen in my life. I got
You know,
no.
what I've learned though, living on my own, I can literally be like, I don't like that brand. I'm not gonna buy that brand.
Oh yeah,
Mm-mm.
I only bought this. I only bought this brand because it was cheaper, but I
Hmm.
know better. Cheap being cheap gonna always cost you. And I got like
Yep.
paper, the 8 paper towels for I don't know how much it was, honestly.
It probably was less than $8. It wasn't no more than 10.
Dollar store, so ain't no telling how much they was. Shit, I don't.
Mm-hmm.
But I like Bounty, but the only thing with Bounty is that they should be $10 for 2 rolls.
2 rows. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to get on Amazon and do a subscribe and save
Yeah.
one
It'd be a
day,
lot easier.
because it's a lot of shit that I just feel like I'm just like I got dishwashing pods because my goddamn water bill was $36 this month. Now I know you're like, that's not even a lot.
That's definitely not a lot.
It's not a lot, but when you look at my rent and you add it to my rent was $1,000 this month.
I mean, any less water, you know. I mean, how long is your showers?
My showers be like 15 minutes. I'm
That's
in,
standard. That's how long I'll be up in the
yeah,
shower.
I'm in the shower
15,
for about
20 if I'm shaving.
yeah, about that much, about 15, 20 minutes. Cause I be in there trying to get warm and be
Hmm.
there. I don't do no full blown shower routines and all that extra. I don't be doing all that. I just be in there. trying to wash my ass.
Mhm.
But but I think but what it is, I have a dishwasher, but I didn't use it for the first few months of me being here. I say few months like I just been here for a long time.
For
I
real.
because I didn't have dishwasher pods, so I'm like, when I get ready to wash my dishes, because I think that's the cause of my damn water bill being so high.
Do you just let the water run or do you fill your sink
No,
up?
I fill my sink up now because I use a measuring cup as a stopper because I ain't got no damn stopper.
Mhm.
I fill my sink up, but I think with when I because I cook every day or somewhat every day, and I'm having to wash dishes and shit like that, I think that plays a part in the amount of water that I end up using. On top of the showers that I take and stuff like that. So I'm like, if I can cut back somewhere, I just bought paper plates yesterday, so I ain't gotta wash.
I feel like in the summertime, especially like in those warmer months, I don't know. Me and Anthony will go between having paper plates, but soon as like this is the month that we typically start buying our paper stuff because we do not want to fucking wash dishes. If I gotta wash the pot, all right, whatever. Mixing
Yeah.
bowl, spoon, all
Oh,
right, okay. Anything extra, I'm like, listen, help
I
me time and wash these goddamn dishes.
I started buying paper plates. I just bought some actually because I'm like, if I can help it, I am not about to be washing dishes. And then like I might cook two sides and then cook it in the air fryer. I didn't use the a bowl to season the chicken in and like stir like it's just my sink already small, so you get about 5 dishes in there, not a sink full.
Hmm. I saw somebody's video one time. She was like, if I could cook everything in this goddamn aluminum pan, I'm doing it." And I felt that. I felt that so much.
Seriously.
Cause listen, cooking, I everybody know I love to cook, but it's the dishes. But see, I got my husband. I could just be like, "I'm a cook. You're gonna clean that up." Or sometimes I'll clean as I go, and it's less work for him by the end. And all he really gotta do is clean up the stuff that we use to eat on. But like, if I can help it, it's the minimum dishes, minimum
Yeah, minimum dishes. This is I really want to get these but now I got my Tide Pods. What the fuck? What is it called?
dishwasher
Wash-
pods.
I can just throw everything in the dishwasher and that'll do the washing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't gotta worry about that. Hopefully that cut down on my damn bill. And at the most, only thing I have to wash is my cast iron skillets if I use them, or this air fryer basket.
Mm-hmm. Do you got one of those basket liners that like can pull out
Basket. Like I have the
like
look.
the basket little the tray thing that goes inside of it?
Oh yeah, I have that. But I still end up having to wash it because
Girl, the oils be everywhere. It be dripping.
yeah, I still end up having to. I don't use it because I'm like shit. It's gonna be at the bottom anyway. So ain't no sense in me trying to. Ain't no sense in me putting that on there. I'm gonna have to end up washing. It's just one less thing for me to.
Mm-hmm.
Now what I will do sometimes is I'll put aluminum foil in here depending on what I'm gonna make.
Yeah. Well, listen, the air fryer be airing because I be putting the aluminum foil down. Then my shit be on the other side of the goddamn air fryer bed. And I'm like, bro, why couldn't you just stand in one spot?
You gotta wrap it around the tray. Like,
Not the foil. I'm talking about the food.
oh,
Like if I put some chicken tenders in there, why can't y'all just be in the same spot? In the same spot. I'm putting my hand down in the damn basket. I done burnt the side of my hand because all of a sudden I can't find a goddamn chicken.
what
I
kind? What kind of air fryer do you have where it's blowing your food like that?
don't fucking know.
What kind of fan is in your air fryer? Is it on five? Like what?
That motherfucker be floating. If I put some I was making wonton wraps in the air fryer crispy or like my pepperonis, them little things just be flying around cuz it's air, like the air is moving around. So that's the problem, mine. But we need a new air fryer though. I am definitely in the market for a new air fryer because
Get,
it
get,
is time. The one we had, the one we got right now, it was only $60, and it worked. It worked.
I'm telling you right now, to save you from having to put bump dots on it,
I don't have bump dots on this one.
only thing you would need to do with this one, you might need to put a bump dot where the power button is and the start button is, so that you can like start and stop it if you were to set it from your phone. But you can hook this up to your Alexa and tell it, hey, set such and such, set the air fryer to this these degrees for this many minutes. Game changing. It is expensive. I'm not even gonna lie, but it's best.
Yeah, I'm a little cheapskate. I probably won't buy that one, but and I don't need it to be like I can see to like set my air fryer. Like the one we got right now, I can see to set it. That's not the problem. But I'm a cheapskate. If I can buy the same one that I have now, I'll be okay with that. I just would probably want it bigger. Now, that's where the discrepancies come into play because my counter, I only have so much counter space. And we got I want to say a 4 or 5 quart right now.
That is a 6 quart.
Yeah, mine ain't that wide. It ain't that wide.
Mine a 6 quart, and I just knew that it was gonna be too big, and then I looked at it and I was like, oh, it's actually not as big as I thought it was gonna be. So
I would like one where I can sit like a pizza inside of, so I don't have to turn on my oven. So I would want it to be at least 8 quarts in order to do that because I think the 8 quarts can fit a pizza in it. I don't eat pizzas like that, but I make tortillas. I'll be making stuff with tortillas, and if I could fit a whole fucking tortilla down in the air fryer, that would be awesome sauce.
yeah, I don't eat pieces like that either, which is why I don't buy them.
Mm-mm.
And I be seeing them all the time, but they be like 7, 8, $9, and I'm just like, for a little small ass
Now
piece.
we get the Tostitos pizzas. We both like those. And they're a pretty nice size. Like it's the rectangle pizza, but it's the it's like a personal pan pizza, not the small ones, but like it's a big size. It's probably about big as a damn ruler. Probably about 12 by 6, 10 by 6, something like that. It's a nice size pizza. You get your full, but that it'll fit in our air fryer. The size will just be up. That's the only thing. So sometimes I just cut it in half. Whew. Alexa, what time is it? Oh, it's 8:08. I told him he ain't gonna be here by like 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Why you wait so late to go wash clothes?
Cause he been fucking around all day. That's it. He's been. I can't even tell you what Anthony was doing because I was doing schoolwork most of the day. Which, by the way, I finished with all my work. But I don't even know. I have no idea.
I just like I haven't. When the last time I washed my damn cover? I think it's been like 2 months since I washed my comforter, like my actual comforter that I got. It's a big ass cover, so like I'm gonna have to. I had to pay. I had to take it to the like an actual laundromat in order to get it like clean because it don't
Hmm.
standard uh what is it called, a standard washer
Yeah.
at our dry.
Anthony, the laundromat that he goes to now, it's straight up the street on the street that we live on, and the washer and dryers are bigger than the original one he had found. And his mom was like, "Why you going past this one?" Because we never knew it was sitting there. It's kind of like ducked off. So now that he goes there, he pays $1 extra, but like I
It's
mean, it's,
worth it.
it's worth it.
Yeah. I just I would use the washer here because I don't own a washer. I don't. There's really no point in getting a washer, especially when you already got one that's on site and they only charge you $1.50 to wash your clothes. Like
Hmm.
that's not really a bad deal. But I cannot use the stuff here because I think it's all touch screen. So it ain't like it's an app or
Oh,
something.
that's crazy.
It's all touch screen.
I mean, if
So
anything,
I
you
go to
could be
my
my eyes it or like Ira it to use it.
I ain't using Ira. Ira costume. I use Be My Eyes before I do that. But I go to my sister's house and wash like once a month.
Yeah, but why do that? You could just go downstairs, girl.
I go to my sister's house wash once a month because it's free, and she lives literally right up the street, so it don't even be that much.
Do your thing, Chicken Wing.
It don't. It ain't that much of a difference.
Mm-mm. We be needing to wash every damn week. But I be leaving. I think having to do 1,001 damn things every single fucking week, that's probably my problem. Plus, I love my outfit changes throughout the day. That do be it too. Especially if I have to go to from the gym and go somewhere else after that gym. I'm coming home and changing my clothes because ew.
I mean,
Ew.
understandable. You just got done working out. You funky, like,
I ain't
like,
funky now.
like.
I'm
But I'm
not
saying
a
you're
stinky
sweating,
sweater. I just be
so
sweating.
why would you wanna? Why would you not want to go and change your clothes after the gym? Like that's understandable, but my folks walk around the house like it's a fashion show. Like, what are we? What are we doing?
That's like De'Ara Taylor. Back when her and Keen was together, she still does this now. It'd be like one clip, it's the same day, but one clip she has on one outfit, next clip she has on a whole different outfit. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? Why are we changing outfits so many times? It's never that deep.
Child, I don't change outfits that many times. If anything, I'm in the same outfit all day every day because I don't go nowhere. I don't do nothing. So I just never feel the need to have to change outfit.
Hmm.
Do nothing like that. Seasoning my chicken. Yay.
What is that?
What's up?
I'm getting fucking notifications. I text Mackenzie a job notification.
Why the
I'm
fuck
petty. Cause I'm petty.
trying to say
That's
she found a new job?
that's a non-live question. I am petty. I might have a problem.
Might
I might. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a
might have
little bit.
a problem?
A little small issue.
Yeah, you are understating it because might have a problem.
Oh, speaking of school, I was thinking about it. Nobody was talking about that. Speaking of school, so I had talked to, I want to say my advisory, my academic advisor. I was talking to her, and even though I'm projected to graduate in April 2028, she said sometimes people like finish their bachelor program, especially if they do their summer classes. So I'm going to see if I can do two summer classes for the next 2 years. I could potentially graduate from my school basically in 2 winters from now. I
Oh,
was like, okay. So like a 2027. Okay.
I need to buy the big seasonings of like garlic and onion powder because
You run out quick.
yeah, and I use them a lot.
Hmm. You got a GFS by you?
I think I got a Gordon somewhere over here.
They are between 12, 13, and $17. The only reason I know that is because we went to GFS. That's where we buy a lot of our bulk stuff for our class. And yeah, it's between 12, well, 10, 12, 13, and $17.
It might not be that. It might. Well, it might be that much for me.
Girl, it is that much. It's that much. It's
How,
that
how you
much.
know the price is the same where I'm at?
Because it's the same store.
That don't mean nothing.
It might be slightly elevated, but you're not about to go in there and pay $7, $8 for those. You're definitely paying over $10 because they're
I mean, I know
huge.
that it's you got to pay for what you want, but I know the onion powder. If I think Kinder's is a really good brand.
Girl, I'm not paying for no goddamn Kinders.
They are expensive, but hey,
I'm not doing that. Mm-mm.
I don't even think I think I had um Kinder's garlic powder or something. It's
And
like
it ain't no different than any other garlic powder.
free my
Mm-mm.
pantry. I ain't gonna lie. I think that certain brands do have certain. You do taste a little bit of a difference in the seasonings. That's just me though, because even like, and that's a realization that I came to. Um, that's a realization that I had came to. I don't know, months ago when I was using lemon pepper. I was like, this is um, this lemon pepper doesn't taste the same as like other lemon pepper that I've had before. And I know that may sound weird.
I don't buy the lemon pepper with the salt in it because I like to be able to control how much salt. And with lemon pepper, people just they dash a lot on it, like on their food, because they're wanting that saltiness, but they're also wanting that lemon taste. Now, certain lemon peppers definitely have a lot more zest in it. You can that profile of that lemon, you taste it a lot more. But for me, I just prefer salt free lemon pepper so I can control the salt. But I could see that, especially with the lemon pepper. But like garlic and onion powder, this is where certain brands fuck up at when they do the garlic and onion powder. Garlic and onion powder just should have ground garlic and onion powder. They should not have 1,000 of different like chemicals, other ingredients. It that should not be all up in there. So as long as it just got that ingredient in there, you doing just fine, just fine.
I was watching this chef on TikTok, and she was like, "You don't need the different seasoning mixes. You can use several seasonings to get the same profile. When you use taco seasoning, she was like, you really just need to season it. Onion powder, garlic powder, um, cumin is really.
That's why I got my cumin and my oregano.
She was like, that's really the seasoning that you're looking for. You don't need all this extra. Uh, You don't need the whole like little seasoning blends. And she's like, and then a lot of that stuff be in your. And she's not the first person that I've heard say that. A lot of the stuff that people be using be in their pantries already. You already have paprika, and you more than likely already have. Um, I'm just gonna pull the rest of this in here because it's. You more than likely already have paprika and all that kind of stuff in your pantry anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of buying a seasoning blend with that in there, just buy the individual seasonings, which I don't.
If
I,
you got the space, definitely do it. But if you ain't got the space, don't do that shit. You have all these damn seasons in your cabinet. Now, when we lived in our first apartment together, not the apartment me and Quentin was in, but when me and Anthony moved into our first official place together, we only had two cabinets for real, like literally two cabinets, and one was filled with all of our dishes, and then we had to kind of like make it work. But on our counter, we just had a whole bucket just full of seasonings, and I was like, something gotta fucking give. Like this is ridiculous. So over time, we just realized like we know what we like, we know what we don't like, and we use those seasonings. And if we see something new, we just pick that up.
we
But
drawer
mm-mm.
in our when we stayed in the other house. When I stayed with my sister, we had a drawer full of seasonings. I don't like my seasonings in a drawer
No,
because
I don't like that either.
they spill out, and then it's like you got more seasonings in the drawer than you have in the actual damn bottle. Old Bay is a seasoning that is known for spilling out.
That and seasoned salt. Them two motherfuckers,
Old
they
Bay.
gonna spill. And that slap your mama, that shit will
Yeah,
spill.
I especially. Oh, I know Old Bay especially. I ain't never had it happen with seasoned salt because we all like those always seem to close and do just fine. But I know Old Bay especially. I'm seasoning chicken. I mean, whatever. Old Bay especially has this thing where if you don't, it's like it don't close. Once you open it up and you pop that little, the little cellophane, the little thing that be over the top before you.
Hmm.
Once
That's
you
how
pop.
the slap your mama is. You gotta press that thing down and twist it. And if you don't twist it properly back, it's just gonna spill.
But it's not. But with Old Bay, it's not a. It's not a. Um. It's not a thing you press down and twist. It's literally you can open up the jar, the whole entire jar. And once you peel the little paper off of it to in order for you to get the seasonings to come out, it's like that top does not want to close. And so if you putting it in a drawer, you thinking you didn't close it, you done looked up in there now. Now you got Old Bay seasoning in your goddamn drawer because the thing.
Hmm.
I hate that.
Yeah.
That used to piss me off because why?
When I bought blackened seasoning for the first time, I don't like those ones that don't have an actual cap. I
Yeah,
don't like those. Like I like to be able to have it to be secure. So anything with like a jar top, it depends on the brand for real. Like it really depends. But I don't buy Obey. That's not a seasoning I typically get. I'll be
I,
looking for different ways around it.
I don't buy it. I don't have it in my house, but we did use it. And I really good for fish.
Hmm.
And,
See, that's why I put my liver pepper on. I use that any seafood. I okay. So when I was in Arizona, this is an Arizona problem. I'm not gonna say problem. An Arizona thing.
hmm,
They have fish markets. They're like international stores, and inside of there, they would have like fried fish, fried like all types of fish,
yeah,
fried shrimps, the crab legs, all that, and they would put lemon pepper on every fucking thing. That is how I fell in love with lemon pepper. So when I came back to Indy, and I was like, "Oh, we putting lemon pepper on our chicken, on our tenders, on our fry." Like they just season every fucking thing with lemon pepper. And I was like taken aback. I didn't notice it at first. But Arizona, it they wasn't using Obey. They was using a damn lemon pepper like a motherfucker. And it was like the fine little lemon pepper too. That was some good shit.
my lemon pepper thing is more crystallized, and that's what I be noticing about seasonings too. Some like you have some seasons that are just granulated, like onion powder, garlic powder, and them sort of things, and they easily it's a fine powder, so it easily
Mm-hmm.
with Old Bay, it's not a fine powder. It's like I don't want to say it's granulated, but that's the word that comes to mind.
It's more crunchy.
Like it's more, it's a powder, but it's not fine.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with the lemon pepper I got. It's more crystallized, so it gives like more lemon crystals. Like I don't know how else to explain that
Mm-hmm.
than to say that. So I be having to open up the bigger side and pour it in there a little bit and just kind of monitor with my fingers or so, okay, I think I pour enough in there because that should be strong, especially if you don't monitor it. But what I liked about the Old Bay thing was with that top, you can keep the whole top on there. I could just easily stick a measuring spoon in there
Mm-hmm.
and measure it out like that and not have to worry about over seasoning stuff.
That's how I was with my seasoned salt. I would take off that top, that like lid with the holes. I would take that off and just stick like a half teaspoon down in it so I can get the right amount. Because if not, you're definitely pouring damn near half the goddamn
That,
bottle in your food. And that's never what we want.
Alexa, set Norma to 385 for 5 minutes. Sorry, I'm having trouble. Please try in a little while. No, the
Not
fuck.
her having problems.
Alexa, set Norma to 385 for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, starting now.
Mhm. So our ovens in my
Like,
classroom
stop.
are attached to the Alexa. And listen, my forever home will have an oven
A who,
based Alexa,
a who base?
and I
What
love her. It would have an Alexa based
Alexa
oven, and I think
to
our
385?
Instapot is also connected to the Alexa. We've never used it because the air fryer portion, I don't know, the basket or something is broke. I don't know. Then they recalled it, so you can't get it. I was like, well, they just spent damn near $500 on that for nothing. But all of our ovens, all 6 of our ovens is connected with that, and I love saying, "Alexa, turn on upper oven 1 to 350 degrees," and then I can tell it to turn off, and it turns it off. It listens. I love it. I really do. I should probably call and check on my husband.
Yeah,
Alexa, call hubby.
I forgot you could do that on the Lex.
Hmm. Now that's if he answers his goddamn phone. I had woke him up one time because he was not answering his phone. I knew he had to get up. I was like, hold on. Hello? Okay. I was calling to check on you. Okay. Hang up, babe. There we go. He's good. He's on his way back. But what the fuck was I saying?
You scared the poor man.
Um, I don't fucking remember.
You scared the man.
I
You
scared
called
him.
him
I
because
didn't
he
scare
wasn't
him.
answering. No, you said I'll scare him one time because I called his phone and he wasn't answering.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
I
you.
drop in on binge, especially like if we're both gone, and I just talk to him, calm him down, tell him go to his bed, drink some water, be chill, damn. So I'm saying hello, hello, honey, can you hear me? Hello. He's like, Isha, Isha, where are you? I said, what the fuck? I said, who did you just turn into? He was like, where are you at? I said, I'm in the Alexa. Can you hear me? I'm so far away. I scared this man out of his sleep on straight up bullshit. But if he didn't wake up, he would have been late for work. I was doing the Lord's work that day. Now look, I'm afraid. What the fuck I was saying? I woke him up in a frenzy, but he was awake nevertheless. So yeah, my damn hands itch.
I remember when I was using this goddamn air fryer, I had forgot that I had made chicken before.
Mm-hmm.
My goddamn smoke detector went off. I ain't never stopped the air fryer so fast in my life. I said, look, I'm on this bitch. You can't cook and be burning shit up. Man, that be pissing me off too because the damn my fire alarm went off, right?
Mm-hmm.
In my building.
Did you do it?
No, it wasn't me. Nobody did nothing. But it went off like, okay, I'm in here sleep. I woke up, it went off. Didn't know what the fuck was going on. Ain't no, we wasn't told to evacuate, do nothing. I don't think anybody got up and did nothing. Okay, cool. Then like a couple weeks ago, it went off again. I'm in the middle of doing homework, and it's loud as shit too. It's not like
Mm-hmm.
it's loud as fuck. So I go to my bathroom to try to it's a little quieter in the bathroom, but like not to the point where you just gonna escape the shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up texting my sister friend Terry, and it's like, "Do you know what's going on?" Like, girl, I was sleeping, seeing this, but as far as I know, nothing. It woke me up too, shit. But that should be pissing me off because why?
Now, Mackenzie's building, I can hear the alarm from her building. So when the alarms go off in there, whether or not somebody has pulled the thing, which is typically a kid or an immature ass adult doing this, everybody in their building has to evacuate. And I think they have well over 10 floors of people. And it's a big ass fucking building. And when I was over there last year, somebody had the alarm get set off because they was in there doing some drugs. And as we're coming downstairs, people are mad because it was Halloween. They ready to go trick or treating and stuff. But they had to clear them things. We was probably downstairs a good 20, 30 minutes while they had to, evacuate the building and everything. But I'm like, that is annoying. Like living in a building that has that type of, I guess,
Yeah,
fire alarm, it's
very,
good, but it's like,
yeah, it's
damn.
very annoying. And then it's like even more annoying when you have childish ass adults who
Yeah.
shit like that, like go and pull it, or you have a
Mhm.
child who will go in there and pull their line. Now, if it's a kid, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Mhm.
I'm beating your ass because why would you do that?
And I think she's had a few times where it's been done in the middle of the night and they've had to evacuate the entire building. I am not trying to get up booty butt naked at 1 a.m., get fully dressed to come outside because you bitches want to play around.
No,
No,
seriously, what you said.
because that is annoying.
And I'm gonna get those like little chicken bites, the little chicken nuggets that you find at Chick-fil-A.
I used to get those. Tyson has some really good ones. And they definitely remind me of Chick-fil-A. We're going to Sam's Club, I think,
And
next weekend.
I would get chicken wings that's already like seasoned and whatnot. But my thing with chicken wings is that they are too fucking big.
Yeah.
It's too many steroids in them, and I don't even like it when my mama buy them because I'm just like, girl, why do you? And this chicken better come out good too. I swear to God, I don't even.
Now I'm a drums girl. They're a lot more meatier and they're less like you could buy some big ass drums, but when if I'm at the store, I look for the short ones, the short fat ones, because those are so much better and they're a lot more tender if you ask me. Or chicken thighs. I oh my god, I fuck up a chicken thigh. I let me get chicken thigh. That's my
I,
favorite.
I don't mind. I don't care what kind of chicken it is.
Oh, it's a big difference for me. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I don't
Mhm.
care about what kind of chicken it is, more so than it being big as hell. I don't like big party wings. If this is not a party, this is a board meeting at this point. Because why is
Not a
that?
board meeting.
Alexa, set normal to 385 for 10 minutes. We're fine for 10 minutes at 385 degrees. Now I really want to know what the difference is because she said it to air fry. I don't taste the difference in air frying, bacon.
Air fry is supposed to give it a more of a crisp. Bake, I mean, you know what bake does. Bake is bake.
Yeah, I don't taste the
It's
difference.
not gonna be as crispy. Air fry is gonna give you more of that crispy outer layer.
I had did chicken wings. Obviously, you probably saw the video that I posted last
Hmm.
week. I did chicken wings in the air fryer, and I was like, you know what? Instead of me putting it on 400, because it was on 400 and it was being cooked, but like
Hmm.
I'm like, it's actually a little bit too hard for my liking.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me do 385 for about 18 minutes on each side. I mean, not each side,
Damn.
but bitch,
That's a
it's done.
long time.
I mean, first of all, what did you call the oven earlier?
That's not the point. Oh my
Don't talk
god.
about me because you knew what the fuck I meant. Anyway,
You said it with confidence, you didn't stop. You did
uh,
not stop.
anyway, fuck you, Oliver Lovin. Anyway,
I'm gonna get me one too.
that my dream is to have a smart home though, because at
For
this point,
real.
shit is it's too much. But I was like, let me do it for 9 minutes per side, and then I'm gonna do it again for about 2.5 minutes on the other side at 400 degrees. And I'm like, okay, this is the exact crispiness that I need it to be. I really
Hmm.
didn't need to do it for the extra 2.5 minutes because like the 9 minutes, the 18 minutes that it was in there in total was just fine.
Hmm.
But if for that little extra crisp, extra crunch,
Yeah.
it turned out pretty good actually. I'm like, oh, so I just didn't really need to put it up high. And I wonder,
Somebody's outside being just ghetto.
man, people will pull up. Girl, my windows are so the windows thinner than the walls. I ain't gonna even lie.
Damn.
Because when I tell y'all, it be feeling like outside is in my apartment. Like I can hear people when they pull up with their music playing.
Hmm. That shit has jolted me awake, especially like when Anthony at work and I'm dead sleep, and somebody will pull up outside, and I'm like, or like I'll hear like the motorcycles. It's really be the motorcycles that be pissing me off
Oh yeah,
because I live on right here on a busy street, and I'm in front of our apartment building, so I'm like, it ain't gonna be that bad. It's that fucking bad.
shit.
It really is. Like I hear it, everything. But I feel like being in the back of the building don't make no difference because on the opposite side, on the back of the building, our parking, it's not a parking lot back there. It's a what is a parking lot? But like the alleyway, people use that like the regular street. So all around the goddamn building is just loud. It's just loud. It's all loud. It don't even fucking matter.
I want to get me a deep fryer.
Why? What you gonna cook in it?
But what the fuck do you mean? What do you cook in a deep fryer? Like what?
What would you cook in your deep fryer that you ain't cooking now?
The same shit. You
That's
ain't let me finish. I said I want to get a deep fryer. "Well, why would you get a deep fryer? Well,
You
damn, bitch.
don't need no damn deep fryer.
I wanted to get me a deep fryer, but I'm like, first of all, I don't even have a counter space. But also, I wouldn't get one only because I wouldn't get one anyway, only because I don't like having grease just sitting around my
Mm-mm.
house if it's not bacon grease. But even then, I if I'm gonna make something with bacon in it, I'm gonna make enough grease to where I can use it for that particular
Or I'll put it in a
meal.
jar, do like my grandma, put it in a mason jar and put it in the refrigerator. And if we need something to enhance a meal, we'll put, we'll just take a spoon of it up out of there.
Because
But
bacon grease is literally that it has a salt profile that you're looking for, and
mhm,
it already kind of has like a smokiness to it too. So like,
especially if you making some eggs, like if you do like an egg bake or something like that, or if you're making like a fucking burger, child, you put a little bit of that bacon grease
if
on
you're making some beans, if you're making
there. Mm-hmm.
any type of smoked meat, some greens, like if you
You
want
pop
that
that
salt
goddamn bacon up in
flavor,
there.
get a little bacon grease. I want to try to make red beans and rice one day. That's
It
not.
is very easy. You could definitely do that.
I want to try to make that one day. My only thing though with beans is like figuring out I don't know if I would do like raw, raw bean. No, well, yeah, raw.
Or you can just buy the box of red beans and rice and just cook it.
I don't want to do that. I want to make it homemade. Anyway,
Oh Jesus. I know how to make it both ways, but with some beans you do not have to soak them. And I know some people, depending on who you ask, they may say soak your beans.
yeah,
When I made my red beans before, like the last time I made red beans and rice, I did not soak them, and it still turned out exactly how I
but
wanted
they're
it.
gonna get bigger anyway. Like in the
Hmm.
when you cook them, they're gonna get bigger in the water anyway. So I don't really understand. I know you wash them and you want to clean them.
Yeah, you want to clean
You
them real
know,
good because
I
there
know
be
you want.
dirt, fucking rocks up in there and
Yeah, I
shit.
said I know you want to do that, and that's one of the things my mom was like. I don't know with you buying the bag of beans, that might
Hmm.
not be good for you because you don't know if you got bad beans in there that shouldn't be or rocks or I
Yeah,
mean, I know what a rock feel like, but she was like, you might have to do it a different way because you
yeah.
truly be able to see what it is
Cause I made
that you're making.
some white beans, and my grandma, I had her on the damn phone because she was like, "I need to make sure there's nothing in your damn beans." Now I could feel if there was a bad bean. She told me if anything was busted open, toss that. That's probably a bad bean. You don't want to use that. But outside of that, you probably could fish it out. You just really gotta be like piece by piece, look at every single last one of your beans
Yeah,
just to make sure because if you just running your hands through it, you're not going to feel anything. But I think that's another perk of being blind because we actually will take our time and be diligent with our beans, and some people won't do that. Mm-mm.
yeah. I
Now
would.
some white beans and some cornbread, some hot butter cornbread. Now girl, I ain't had that in a minute.
I have not had hot water cornbread since I spent a summer in Mississippi with my sister godmom, and we had that shit.
Hmm.
We had that shit for dinner. We had hot water cornbread, and breakfast sausage.
Girl, that's just essential.
Yeah.
It's an essential.
Bomb is done out of MA. And then what's funny is like we come to Mississippi just skin and bones because we was eating, but we wasn't eating. Get
Hmm.
back and we just spread it and then we just lose it. It's like, bro, this is some bullshit. I just need to stay here.
Hmm. Now some greens. I want to make some greens. I think for Thanksgiving this year, I'm gonna go to Sam's. I think I'll probably buy my whole meal out of Sam's because the only thing that we always toss up each year is what protein we gonna do. Now, last year we had two fucking hams, two fucking turkeys, and I cooked all that shit separately, like at different points throughout the next couple of months after that. But I'm not gonna do a whole bird. I do not want to do that. So I might do wings or something like that. But I do want to do greens. I haven't made greens. Oh my god, probably since my first apartment. Oh my god, that's been 6, 7 years. That's a long time ago.
I
And
should
I'm gonna get my
my
smoked
part.
turkey next.
Sounds really good, honestly.
Hmm. Anthony keep telling his friends I'm the reason why he done got fat. I said you was fat when I met you. Now what's your problem now? Speaking of the devil.
What?
Okay. What the fuck was that? That nigga was confused. He didn't know if he wanted to bark.
Even I was like, "What the fuck?" I thought that was him.
What? Anthony, I'm on live. This nigga. The both of them.
I am weak.
Unhinged. I've never heard him bark like that. That was definitely like a what the fuck? Oh my bench.
I think Anthony scared him when he came into the house. Cause what other reason would he bark like that? I said, "What the fuck?"
Definitely. He didn't know what was going on. And normally Benj can hear him like walking up the steps because you know where our apartment is at right there. I think sometimes like he just be waiting. He wasn't prepared today.
That shit
Mm.
hilarious.
That nigga said, "Ruh, ruh."
I ain't never
Benj,
heard no,
what
never
happened,
heard
my
a
boy?
dog. I ain't never heard him howl like that until
Come here, my boy. Did he scare you? I'm sorry.
definitely scared my boy.
I made him these pumpkin bites. It's peanut butter, pumpkin. Okay, it's peanuts, oatmeal, and pumpkin puree. And he been fucking them things up. I only give them to him like when we leave and we come back and he ain't do nothing crazy in the damn apartment. So he knows I need to do right so I can get one of them treats. And I've been teaching him stay and be patient. He's been doing
You
so
see?
good. Aren't you doing so good, my boy?
Can you see in here?
See?
Yeah, like can you see in my air fryer or do I need to turn my light on?
You definitely gotta turn your light on because I see now. Now I can see. But I mean you're paying into the light is on. Oh, that looks good.
I know.
This nigga.
Darn.
Now that my man home, I guess I go act like I'm my wife today. Go bother him while he on the toilet. That'd be my problem.
Leave that man. Let that man have some peace.
You don't understand. When I'm in the bathroom, him and his dog is in the bathroom. Our bathroom ain't that goddamn big for 3 people. Mm-mm. It ain't. I'm just gonna get my get back. That's all. We've been on here 82 minutes. What does that say? No, no, no. 93 minutes. Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I'm about to go bother this man. Leah, enjoy your dinner. And we'll see you have another time. Bye.